Welcome to our annual State of the District Directors. I'm Kathy Beck, very, very proud director of Cheatham County Schools. We are so honored to have you join us here this morning as we reflect on the past year. We're going to begin before we start the actual discussion on where we are, but you are in for a treat. We have some music performances for you, so without further ado, I am going to tell you that we have the Cheatham Middle School Band. The Cheatham Middle School Band has been so very successful this year. They have grown in the past several years. They performed at the Middle Tennessee School Band and Orchestra Association's concert performance assessment for the first time in nearly 20 years, and they received all superior ratings. We are beyond honored to have them. The band is directed by Andrew Dimmelon, who's doing an amazing job. Before we begin with them, I do want to say thank you so much to Eddie Potts and IES for sponsoring our breakfast this morning. They do it every single year. Let's give them a round of applause. We appreciate Eddie Potts and Daniel Anderson and their staff and everything they do. So without further ado, the Cheatham Middle School Band. training in Cheatham High School, you certainly have a lot to look forward to in getting these positions. Hard to believe they're middle school students. Outstanding work. Congratulations to each of you. We're in for another treat this morning. We are very excited to welcome singer-songwriter Tristan McIntosh, who attended Cheatham County Schools. You might remember Tristan. At the age of 15, she made a name for herself in 2016 when she finished in the top 6 in American Idol series. Her love of singing began at the age of 8. She has performed at the Grand Ole Opry, the Ryman, the Bluebird Cafe, and the Country Music Association Fest. She has also performed nationwide as part of the Linda Ronstadt Experience. She's currently traveling around the country and performing at various venues. Her brother Blaine, a graduate of Sycamore High School, plays professional baseball. And her father, Freddie, is a longtime Cheatham County bus driver. What a talented family. And her mother is absolutely amazing. So, welcome. We are so excited and honored to have you. Thank you, Tristan, for blessing us this morning. I'm going to turn it over to you.
Thank you. Honestly, that was incredible. The band that just played, I was like, this is middle school? I was in middle school band and we did not sound like that. But I wanted to say thank you, and as many of you guys know, I was on American Idol in 2015, got the golden ticket, I went to Hollywood, and it was a dream come true for, a 15-year-old girl. And after spending that time in California, you realize that a lot of things are missing. Number one, the biggest culture shock for me is that they absolutely had no sweet tea. Imagine going into a restaurant, I sit down to order my drink, it's my first time leaving the South, and the waitress has no idea what you're talking about. Is literally looking at you like, I've never heard of sweet tea in my life. That's the moment I knew I was not in Pleasant View anymore. And Jeff asked me about how Cheatham County has affected my life, and I say, how hasn't it affected my life? I mean, I remember when I used to leave school, I would get on the bus ride home with Miss Pansy. And not only did she get us there safely, but she always made our experience so much fun. And I honestly probably owe her an apology for how loudly we used to sing our songs on the bus with her, me and my brother on the ride home. And actually, her husband Brian, we have a gift for Miss Pansy if you take it to her after the presentation. I had a lot of my firsts here in Cheatham County. The first talent show I ever did was at East Cheatham. I shot my first music video in Sycamore Middle School. And I celebrated so many events and wins at the livery stable. Miss Kelly Ellis, who's always been a big supporter. I don't know, where are you, Kelly? I saw you earlier, but thank you. We've thrown so many events, and she's helped us out so far along the way. And speaking of community support, our former mayor, Mr. Perry, came all the way to New York when I was singing for my brother's induction to the Mets. And all the way to represent Pleasant View, and then the next week I was babysitting his kids. My father, Frederick McIntosh, is going on 16 years here with the Cheatham County Transportation Department, and I honestly think that deserves a round of applause. And in honor of that loyalty, I'd like to play my dad his favorite song. The wheels on the bus go round, 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 round. The wheels on the bus go round, round, all through town. Like that, Dad? That was not my actual song, but this next song was written by myself and a man named Larry McCoy, who's also from around these parts. And as I was getting off Idol, I was invited to sing at the Grand Ole Opry, and I needed some original music to perform, and I thought, what a better way to commemorate this monumental moment in my life than to shout out the town where it all began. So we wrote this song called Pleasant View. Guess I always figured that I'd figure things out, find a way to chase my dreams and a way out of this town, down this road, go a place nobody knows. memories linger here, and they sing to me like a rabbit's call, and they wave to me, and every leaf that falls. Sometimes you'll find that it's right in front of you. Love is like with the pleasant view. The paint's a little faded on that city limit sign. I smile down at the diner, ain't too far to burn. Just take a look around and you can probably see it everywhere. The pride in the eyes of the ones still there, and they sing to me with the robin's call, and they wave to me, and every leaf that falls. Sometimes you'll find that it's right in front of you. Love is like with a pleasant view. No matter where I go, I will always know where my heart is. And they sing to me with the robin's call, and their love pours on me like the river runs. Sometimes you'll find that it's right in front of you. Love is like with a pleasant view. That one was about the town I grew up in, and I just wanted to thank you all so much for everything that you've done for this community in Cheatham County. And lastly, I wanted to thank you all for choosing me to speak and represent this lovely community that I've been so blessed to have grown up in. Thank you so much.
I'm so honored to live in this county. My gosh, the talent here, Tristan, that was breathtaking, beautiful on every level. Thank you so very much. All right, well, welcome this morning. This is always a great event. It's a special day for us. It's a reflective time to really think about where we've been and what we've done over the past year, what are our celebrations and what are our challenges. As we begin, I want to start with recognizing my amazing school board. Partners we are, we talk about them all the time, and how blessed we are to have such a collaborative, such a wise, responsible, dedicated board. I would like to. Last week was the National Board of Education Celebration Week, so we're just hanging on a couple more days. So I would love to introduce them. We have David Reisner, who's our chair. We have John Patrick, who's our vice chair. We have Coach Jimmy Harden. We have Dale McCarver. We have Amber Locke, and we have Robert Epps. Would you stand up and let us give you a warm welcome and thank you for everything you do. We also are very honored to have some elected officials with us today. We have State Senator Kerry Roberts. Would you stand up and let us welcome you? Thank you for being here. We have State Rep Mary Littleton. Would you stand up and let us thank you for being here? Yes. We have our wonderful county mayor, Mayor McCarver. Kerry McCarver, would you stand up and let us welcome you? Sheriff Tim Binkley, give us a shout. Yay, Sheriff. We have our County Commission Chair, Mr. Tim Williamson. Thank you, Mr. Williamson, for everything you do. We have two other county commissioners with us. We have Walter Weekly, we have BJ Hudspeth, but we also have Cal Blacker. Would you three county commissioners please stand up and let us thank you. We have County Trustee Cindy Perry, County Register of Deeds Chrissy Henderson, County Property Assessor Cindy Burney. Would you three stand up? Thank you so much for being here this morning. We have Ashland City Mayor J.T. Smith. Ashland City Mayor, would you please stand up, Mayor Smith? Thank you for being here. And we also are very honored to have Robertson County Director of Schools, Dr. Danny Weeks. He's accompanied by the Assistant Director of Robertson County Schools, Melanie Dickerson, and Steve Storrs. Would you stand up and let us welcome you? I also want to take a moment to thank Tim Atkins and Claudette Pfizer. They are in charge of the 5-year strand of community engagement, which we so greatly value. They are responsible for putting this on. Thank you to them so much. It's a beautiful event. I also want to thank my administrative team, which consists of my supervisors, coordinators, and principals. If you are on an administrative team, would you please all stand up? We couldn't do any of this work without all of you. Please stand up and let us give you a round of applause. Team over that is right there. Well, the theme of this year's breakfast is Better Together. I think we kind of stole that, but we love that theme. You've got puzzle pieces on your table, and each team depicts a school. We feel like collaboration is the way to go, and we value collaborating in every way we can. It is our mission to establish a nurturing and supportive community, and a culture in which every student, every staff member, every faculty member, and family and community member feel valued and supported while either working, learning, or partnering with our school district. Going back to the old adage, it takes a village, we are better if we're all working together, working toward common goals, and the sense of community here in Cheatham County is very, very strong. I'm in my 7th year of leadership. I cannot believe it's the 7th year. But I am inspired and very proud of this community and the sense that we are all working together to provide the most wonderful education we possibly can for our students. I enjoy seeing our community's unwavering dedication to the schools, and we appreciate our partnership with the County Commission that helps support our very important work. We are so proud to unveil this year's annual report. The publication highlights all of the accomplishments for the 2022-2023 school year, and everyone will receive a copy at the end of the breakfast straight off the press. We just picked them up. We also are very proud to tell you that our Sycamore High School digital teacher design, the design teacher Levi Cooper, and our Sycamore High School students Charlie Easterwood and Lauren Sheeran for their work in doing the design. So it was designed by our staff at Sycamore High School along with the students. So when we think about this year and what are the accomplishments, I liken this year to my junior year in high school. And a junior year in high school, it's all got to come together, because when you think about your junior year, probably those grades you're going to apply for college, that's when you take the ACT. Big things have to happen in junior year before your senior year. This is my junior year. And we've had some goals in our 5-year plan that I have been working for along with my team for several years, and we are so proud that we actually accomplished those goals this year. One is the Cognia accreditation. When I first got here in 2017, I think I even remember when I was being interviewed. I was asked about accreditation and did I value that, and absolutely I do, because I think an accreditation is a nod toward best practices across the board. We worked on Cognia accreditation for a solid year, and quite honestly it was like writing another dissertation, but we looked at every aspect along with Cognia to examine what was going well and what were our challenges. Earning this accreditation provides a nationally recognized mark of excellence for our district, and we are very proud to once again be a nationally accredited school district. The second goal that we had to get accomplished this year, we could not have done it without some amazing support within every single school, was becoming the first and only unified champion district in the state of Tennessee. I know, it's not amazing. We are very proud of that. We are honored to receive this designation, and this was part in our 5-year plan as well. Over the past year, every single school had to play a part, and they had to implement the 3 components of the Special Olympics Unified Champion Schools program, and to create climates in their building where all students and students with disability, all students feel welcome and are routinely included in every aspect of school. You'll learn more. We're going to have speakers from our unified program today, but we are immensely proud to have that designation. Finally, another goal that we accomplished this year was our district was named a Level 5 district from the Tennessee Department of Education for the TVOS, the growth. And we have been chasing this Level 5 since I've got here. What that means is, if you get a Level 3, that means your students have made 1 year's growth in 1 year's time. A Level 5 means your students have made more than 2 years' growth in 1 year's time, and their growth is considered exemplary. So we are very, very proud. Our children are learning, they are growing. I'm not going to lie, COVID was a challenge, and with students out of school for so long, it did create some learning loss. And so we are back hitting it hard, and our children are growing, and the data shows that. Along with our district being named a Level 5 district, we also had several schools that also had the Level 5 designation. 4 of our schools got this designation as well. That is Sycamore High School, Sycamore Middle School, Harpeth High School, and Kingston Springs Elementary School, and we are very proud for that designation for them as well. Christian Dennison. Is Christian here? I have not seen her this morning. Christian Dennison has been our secondary academic coordinator for several years, and she was named the Middle Tennessee Supervisor of the Year by the Department of Education. This is a very big deal. There was 1 winner from each grand division in the state, and she finished in the top 3, and she represents all of Middle Tennessee. This past week, she started a new journey. As she's so amazing, the Department of Education offered her a job where she can work from home, and she is going to be part of leading math for the entire state of Tennessee as she gets to work from home. So we congratulate Christian. We are so proud of the work she's done. We are very much going to miss her, but we are very proud to have one of our own with this great level of distinction. Tennessee All-Core was a tutoring program that started to address the learning loss. We're in our 3rd year of the Tennessee All-Core tutoring program, and this program provides high-frequency tutoring in math and language arts to students in a small group setting. The ratio is 1 to 3. The All-Core tutoring program is designed to help students with learning loss due to the pandemic, and our program was named one of 6 exemplary programs in the state of Tennessee. We also were featured on the national level in the Wall Street Journal, came and did a whole article about tutoring in Tennessee, and our program was one of the schools featured. We're very proud of that. Another program that we're very proud to be a part of is the Grow Your Own program. This is a program you all know and understand. I'm sure you've heard about the critical shortage of teachers. And this is a great program to take people that are already working in our schools, and they've been there, and partner with them, help pay for their education, and get them licensed to be a teacher, and have them commit to working in our district for several years. Right now we have 16 employees that are currently going through this program, and we are very excited about this. These employees are assistants in our schools, and they're working on their Associate of Science in Teaching degree, tuition free from Nashville State, and then they will move on to transfer to Austin Peay, where they will earn their bachelor's degree. Afterwards, they will be guaranteed a teaching position. This is a win-win program for school districts as well as these people enrolled, so we're very excited about that. And you will hear more. We're going to have one of our Grow Your Own teachers speak to you this morning. Another thing that we're very excited about, Governor Lee rolled out some money to support CTE and bring it down to the middle school level. And we are doing some amazing things in our middle schools with CTE. I have seen things they've made. They are learning about automotives. about woodworking, health sciences. We've got chickens growing and eggs hatching. I invite all of you, if you haven't been to our middle schools to see what is happening in the middle schools, you absolutely need to go. It was a huge undertaking. Between Mr. Chris Cooper and our principals to get this going. But man, are we all proud of it, and we are so proud of these students, and we feel like this is a great precursor to dip their toe in so that when they go into the high school, they will have some experience to help them know what path they would like to take. So if you want to go see what's happening, please let us know, and we will give you on a tour, take you on a tour, and you will be very, very pleased and proud of what's happening in our middle schools. We also got a new program this year called JAG, and it formerly was known as Jobs for Tennessee Graduates. We partnered to bring these courses into our schools. It empowers our high school students. It gives them essential skills to excel in employability, education, and life. Through our JAG classes, students have participated in lessons on self-awareness, on team building, communication, ethics, etiquette, financial literacy, employability skills such as resumes, interviews, negotiations. They also have been treated to guest speakers to explore college and career options, and they've participated in educational field trips for post-secondary employment and continuing education. I've gone and been able to be a guest speaker at these classes as well. These are very needed classes, and we are so excited to be able to have them in our school district and continue to have them. We also have, this was part of our 5-year plan, we have a book bus. This is a STEAM bus, and this was one of our buses that was going to roll off, and it was repurposed by some of our students and teachers. This book bus goes around in the summer and brings books and STEM activities to different places all over Cheatham County. It's been a huge success. The bus will hit the streets and our communities again this June, and we're always well attended by families looking for quality activities to do with their children over the summer. The Governor's Early Literacy Foundation plans to host one of their annual book bus summits here in Cheatham County because of the work that we've done with our book bus. So that is going to happen in April, and other districts across the state will come to Cheatham County to see our book bus and to learn how to start a book bus program in their county. We are very proud of that as well. We certainly want to thank Chris Cooper, Claudette Pfizer, and Tim Atkins for making this program such a huge success. In the spring of 2021, our district was awarded a Tennessee Valley Authority Connected Communities grant to construct a 50 kilowatt solar array at Sycamore High School. And we are beyond excited about this. It also serves as an outdoor classroom that schools across the district can come and learn about solar energy. We also partnered with this program and our CTE classes there so that our students could learn all about solar energy and read the data and installation and renewable sources of energy. We certainly want to thank Jane Crisp, who helped. This grant needed a matching amount donation, and she came through and provided that. We could not have done this grant without her. So our district has been researching these possibilities since 2020, and this project has finally come to fruition. We are very excited. We're going to celebrate the completion of this project with a Flip the Switch celebration on February 20th, and you're all invited. This is a big deal for us, so we hope that you will come to the Flip the Switch celebration and see this going in action. We also started the Kindness Grows Here program. This was very near and dear to my heart. I think oftentimes we as school districts, and we were very guilty of this, when we think about community partnerships and engagements, we're like, how can we get businesses and organizations to support us? But then it really was incumbent upon me as I read the mission statement, how can we help the community and partnerships and the nonprofits here? Our mission statement is, let's see if I can say this, the Cheatham County School District, together with the greater community, will create opportunities for students to be successful lifelong learners and to develop into respectful and caring citizens who engage in a positive society. That is not, to me, just words on the wall. And one of the things that I thought, I don't know how we are truly offering ongoing opportunities for our students to engage. How are we engaging them? And that was heavy on my heart. So my admin team and I, we brainstormed. And I said, what if each school adopts a community organization and they support the organization, whether it's through fundraising or volunteer hours, or if they have specific needs, then we can do drives to collect those things from us, for those organizations, but it's our job to support you. And I think that's just one of the ways, the things that we have been doing to support these groups, I'm very proud of. If you are a Kindness Grow Here partner, would you please stand up and let us give you a round of applause? I know there's a bunch of you here. Stand up, let's go, come on. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to serve you, and thank you for the countless opportunities that our students have to give back to our community. We value that very, very much. Mr. Tim Ray, a former board member, gave us the brilliant idea to have a Cheatham County Education Hall of Fame. And we think this is one of the most wonderful things we do. And the evening that we celebrate these inductions every year is one of our absolute favorite evenings. We are altogether so far, 36 individuals have been inducted into our Hall of Fame since 2021. The Hall of Fame honors those individuals who have made significant contributions to the growth and development of education in Cheatham County. Nominations are currently being accepted for the 4th class, and a nomination form is available on our website. What a wonderful thing to celebrate educators who so very much deserve to be celebrated for the legacy work that they do for people's lives for the rest of their life. So please nominate, and we welcome you to come to the induction to hear the people that get in their stories. It is one of the most positive and lovely and wonderful events that we do each year. Another piece that we're very proud of to continue to do is our career fair. We started thinking about, what about those students that don't want to go to four-year college, they don't want to go to college, they want to go straight into work? And how can we support them? And so we put together a job fair where our students can take their resumes, go to the job fair, and leave with job offers. In 2023, last spring, 40 Middle Tennessee businesses came and participated in our job fair for those students across the county who wanted to go straight into work. They brought their resumes, and many of them left with job offers. I think that is a wonderful thing for us to do to help continue students along their path, whatever they choose. But it's a great way for them to see what all the opportunities are available for career choices. And then again, it's a great way for us to give a path for our businesses to meet our young graduates. So we are very proud of that. We have this year's career fair on May 10th. And you're invited to come and welcome to see. And if you have a business and you'd like to set it up and possibly hire some of our amazing graduates, we would welcome that too. We're excited about the Family Development Center. The center recently moved its offices from Cheatham County Central High School to a new and expanded space at Ashland City Elementary Student Academy. The center is an initiative of the Family Collective funded by the United Way of Greater Nashville. And the center assists families break down barriers to employment, education, housing, mental health, and finances. They provide personalized action plans that meet the family wherever they are, and there's always a food pantry located in the office. It's just another way that we can help meet needs of families that might be struggling or just need a little extra help to better their lives. We continue to focus on our 5-year plan, and it is at the forefront of everything we do. And again, there's that wonderful mission statement that I live by and we think about, and we want to make sure that we are doing everything we can to realize that wonderful mission statement. As part of this plan, we have now moved from 5 strands to 6 strands. We started a plan in 2018, and that 5 years plan has been pretty much accomplished. There were a few goals that didn't get accomplished, and they have rolled into the next rendition, which now has 6 strands. The strands are academic excellence, and the overarching goal is that we're ensuring that students are college and career ready. Technology, we're providing technology-rich classroom environments and opportunities for students and staff. Facilities, we are enhancing safe and effective learning environments. Partnerships and community engagement, we are strengthening communication and our community connections. Human capital, we are attracting, developing, and retaining a high-quality workforce. And finally, sustainability, we are developing best practices to preserve our natural resources. We've been fortunate to have received almost $6 million in ESSER funding, or Elementary and Secondary School Emergency Relief Funds, and this money was to be used over a 3-year period and is now coming to an end. We have used these funds to sustain the safe operations of schools, to expand opportunities for students who need it the most, particularly those that were most impacted by COVID. We expanded our one-to-one device program, purchasing laptops for students all the way down to the 3rd grade, and even iPads with headsets and charging stations for students in grades 1 and 2. We expanded our social studies and science curriculum across all grade bands. We purchased study weekly textbooks for our elementary students, Discovery Ed science curriculum for middle and high, and Discovery Ed social studies curriculum for middle school students as well. We also used our ESSER funds to hire 3 part-time art instructors for elementary. They serve 6 schools, but it's very important to me that we have art teachers in our elementary schools. We also fund our summer learning camps that were offered to all grade bands every summer. We're certainly going to be looking ahead to think about how we can fill in the gaps that this money provided in our budget. We started that process at our board retreat this past Saturday. We'll have many meetings about it. We certainly invite you to come and engage in any of our work sessions, give your opinion on what you think would be priorities and how we spend our budget. Looking ahead as we think about challenges or things that we're currently working on, safety is our top priority, the top. And we've made many improvements over the years to better secure our campus and buildings. Beginning this week, the bulletproof film is being applied to our schools. We're starting up here in the north. Sycamore High is getting the first piece of it. It's designed to strengthen windows, potentially delaying an individual by several minutes by getting into a school. As well as we speak about safety, we are so proud of our SRO program, and we so appreciate the County Commission who funded an extra 3 positions. We have 16 positions for 13 schools. That is amazing. And these SROs are a vital part of what we do, and we count on them every single day. We're also very excited we are working to develop and implement a process to identify our advanced and gifted students. And we are very excited to have Dr. Lynn Seifert, a former face here, beloved person in Cheatham County, is going to lead this up. And she is working to provide opportunities and academic enrichment programs for our advanced students, something that I think that we've honestly needed. And it has been it was on the original 5-year plan. So we are finally excited to get it to fruition, and we have a hope that we can be very competitive with some private schools in the Nashville area in our academic and enriched and advanced offerings for students who would qualify to be in our program. We're going to call the program Cheatham Innovative Scholars. So we are thrilled to death to see where we're able to go with this. Just a note of interest, we were trying to think, what should we call this program, what should we call this program? And we got on ChatGPT and used AI to generate a list of names. And it was amazing, the list of potential names for this, so we landed on Cheatham Innovative Scholars. Speaking of AI, we have 2 of our academic supervisors, Ryan Phillip and Charles Williams, who have presented on how AI is used in the educational world. They've presented in a statewide conference. They came and they presented to our principals last week, and we were blown away by the ability to use AI to really make the work we do more efficient. And afterwards, I said to Charles and Ryan, I said, let's do a survey and let's see what staff would be interested in seeing a 2-hour presentation on how to use AI. So I rolled out a district-wide. We have almost 80 people that are going to take classes from our own, Ryan Phillip and Charles Williams, on how to use AI. We love to engage with the talent we have within our district, and it is vast. The state of Tennessee set aside $500 million through the Innovative School Model Program to promote innovative practices and opportunities for career readiness and student success. Each of our high schools received $1 million, and each of our middle schools received $500,000 to create, grow, and expand our innovative career readiness opportunities. Chris Cooper is our CTE and STEM coordinator, and he has worked diligently over the past year to coordinate the research and implementation of innovative programs through the strategic purchasing. And this opportunity has opened so many possibilities, and one of the possibilities that he is working on, I ask him all the time, how's that farm coming? We are going to have our own farm. It's going to be called War Eagle Farm, and it will be very near our bus garage, near Sycamore High School, but the possibilities are endless with what we're going to be able to do with that farm, and we look forward to seeing how all students across the county can take access in this wonderful program and be able to see the huge investment made in our schools. We want to increase our percentage of ready graduates. When you look at the data and the accountability data for our ready graduates, this is data that needs to improve. We certainly are looking to expand our dual enrollment, our dual credit, our advanced placement opportunities, our work-based learning, and our industry certification opportunities. This is an area that we are dedicated to bumping up this next year, and we've got plans in place I'm excited to see. We're also investigating, this is on our strategic plan, what the impact of an electric bus would be. And on our strategic plan, we have a goal to buy one, just to see how it would go. I'm happy to say that we reached out, and Dr. Tara Watson worked with the team. Certainly Cal Blacker helped with that, as well as Chris Cooper and John Patrick. They submitted a grant this week to purchase 6 of the propane buses and 1 electric bus. So 7 in all. Did I say it wrong, Tom? 7 propane. And 7 propane and 1 electric bus. I don't know that we'll get it, but we keep trying. So we're excited to see. We've applied. We hope we will get chosen. But that is something that we continue to research and look for ways that we might get one of these in our school district. When we think about challenges as a school district, of course, I think one of the biggest ones is just the budget and salaries. Certainly, teachers are not paid what they need to be paid at all. And we want to continue, we want to commit that we will work hard to get our salaries up. We took a very big step this year with an 8% beginning at our salary matrix. The beginning of it was bumped up 8%, and then everything moved across. We are dedicated to raising salaries. We want to be able to attract high quality teachers, and we have the challenge of being surrounded by some of the highest paying districts in the state. Certainly Clarksville, Montgomery, Robertson County, Metro, they all pay more than we do, and they have bigger tax bases and just bigger districts, if you will. But we are committed to try to figure out how can we get our salaries up, and the governor has charged us we have to have our beginning salary at $50,000 in 2026, I believe. Is that right? 27? 27? Dr. Wade, did you say 27? 27, yes. 50,000 in 27. We want to get there before 27, and we want to continue to try to stay ahead of the game. Staffing. I'm just going to say a little bit of challenge right now on the state stage is Governor Lee's voucher program. The bill is not written yet. Certainly it caused me pause to think about anything that could affect our budget. And if this rolls through, it absolutely will affect our budget. So I just encourage you to watch this on the state level and educate yourself. We'll see what the bill looks like. But we can't afford to have anything that will hurt our budget, ever. Our budget is our biggest challenge. And so that is a big, it's heavy on my heart right now. Certainly we want you to stay connected with us. We have many ways for you to see where we are. We've got a strong Facebook page. We have Twitter, we have Instagram, we have our website. Certainly you can email us in any way. We so value each and every one of you in this room, and we consider you true partners in the education of the children of Cheatham County. They are our most valuable asset to our future. So thank you. I'm very excited to introduce Jeff Hobbs. He's a member of the Cheatham County Central High class of 1994. He attended Ashland City Elementary School and Sycamore Middle School, and he just celebrated his 16th year as an employee here in our district. Jeff has worked as a special education sign language interpreter. He is fluent in sign language. He also was the Ashland City Elementary School computer teacher. He was a behavior intervention aide at Riverside Academy, a football coach at Cheatham County Central High, and he is currently our Assistant Director of Transportation. He also has a 14-year-old son, Walker, who is a student here. He's been in our system since the age of 4. It is an honor to introduce you, Jeff Hobbs. Please come on up and grace us with your words. Thank you.
It's definitely an honor to be here, standing up here today, speaking on my experiences as a former student and a current employee of the Cheatham County School System. But I'm not going to lie, it's also pretty odd for me because I feel like the most least likely person to be standing up here right now. I used to sit out here with you guys and I listened to my colleagues, list off impressive things that they did in high school and awesome and cool things they did after graduation. And to be completely honest with you, I was a B and C student in school. And by B and C student, I mean I was a C student, but B and C just sounded better for the occasion today. And I don't have any really cool stories, I don't think. So I'm just going to talk to you about what I've learned, about my time here in the school system. You can start the clock now, Timmy. When you're a kid, your teachers always ask you, what do you want to be when you grow up? It's a common question to ask the kids. I know in elementary school they even do dress-up days to show off those professions that they want to be. But I never really had an answer to that question, never really gave much thought to it, and honestly just decided I'll either figure it out later or somebody else is going to figure it out for me. So after high school, I didn't have a plan. I enlisted in the Navy and found out quickly what I didn't want to be, and that was a sailor. But all that did, the military just bought me more time. Gave me 4 more years to decide what I wanted to be. But then before I knew it, my time in the military was over and I found myself back home still not knowing what I wanted to be when I grew up. But before I could even get back to trying to figure it out, I found myself looking at a brand new baby girl with special needs. And immediately, a steady paycheck was way more important than a career. So once again, I just put off. I just still didn't know what I wanted to be when I grew up. In the blink of an eye, 10 plus years flew by. Life happened and time just got away from me. Jobs came and went. I attended community college at night on a really slow pace. But a big chunk of my life was now gone. I was a grown-up who still didn't know what they wanted to be when they grew up. Fast forward to 2007, I got a phone call from a friend telling me that the Cheatham County Schools were looking for people to do sign language with kids in the school system, and I thought, man, this is the gig for me. I've been doing sign language with my daughter since the day she was born. The starting pay was great. The hours were awesome. My hands wouldn't get dirty, and I didn't have to sweat at work, so, where was the pen? I'm ready to sign up. Let's do it. I applied and got an immediate interview. Now, I know my interview wasn't good, so the district must have been really desperate because I got a phone call the next day and was told that, hey, Jeff, you're starting as soon as Christmas break is over. But what I can tell you now is the moment I walked through the doors of Ashland City Elementary School, that was it for me. The moment I started building relationships with the students and my coworkers, when I walked through the halls, when I looked at the same classrooms that I grew up in, and the cafeteria where I had my first slow dance with a girl in, and when I saw Miss Virginia Nicholson's old classroom where I had my first kiss in, that was it for me. Finally, at 33 years old, I knew what I wanted to be when I grew up. I just didn't have a name for it. I didn't know what the title was, but I knew that this place was it, and I knew that this place was where it was going to happen. So I finally thought the question had been answered. I knew what I wanted to be when I grew up, but then 3 or 4 years into my employment, I realized something pretty profound. At least it was profound for me. And that was, we are so programmed to ask our students, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I just spent half my life trying to figure that question out. But as I got more involved in my employment here at the Cheatham County School System, when I started coaching football, when I started watching and really watching and listening to my coworkers, and more than anything, it was when I came to my first State of the District breakfast, and listened to former students talk about how their lives were changed by the adults they encountered in our school system, I realized, guys, we've been doing it all wrong. It's not what do you want to be when you grow up. It's who do you want to be when you grow up. What kind of person do you want to be? Who's doing life in such a way that you admire them and want to emulate them? And through my time here in the Cheatham County School District, that's actually a question I can easily answer. I don't have to waste any more time trying to figure this thing out. I want to be Deanna Jackson and Leanne Pulley. Now, I know those names don't mean much to you. Those were two of my classmates growing up through school. And when I started coaching football, they were coaching cheerleading at Cheatham County Central High School. And I watched them coach and work around those children with more love, passion, and school spirit than I've ever seen before. I want to be them. I want to be Jimmy Harden, a man who was teaching when I was in school. When I got hired, he was still teaching in this school system. He's still volunteering every Friday night in the football booth. And even in retirement, he still wants to make such a difference in this community that he ran for school board. I want to be Jeremy Boyd. I want to be Shelley Duke. I want to be Stacy Brinkley. They were born here, raised here, went to school here, they work here, and now every decision they make is for the good of the Cheatham County student. I could go on. I want to be Jimmy Mitchell. I want to be Ryan Phillip, and I want to be Audra Fowler. There's so many people in this room right now that I strive to be. But more than anything, I'd be happy to just be the person that maybe one day a student will come to this district breakfast years after graduation and say, made a difference in their life. That's really who I want to be when I grow up. I want to thank Crystal McCarver, as I always do, because she was the person 16 years ago that took a chance on me. And I want to thank Dr. Beck, Ms. Brinkley, Dr. Watson, and Mr. Blacker for allowing me to wake up every morning at 5 a.m. and come to work here every day. Thank you so much.
Wow, that's the kind of people I get to work with every day. What a gift. Whew. As we previously mentioned, we are very excited about our Grow Your Own program, and this morning we are excited for you to hear from Taylor Newton. She's going through the Grow Your Own program. She's a 2014 graduate of Harpeth High School. She's worked in our district for 6 years. She's in her 3rd year of Grow Your Own program while working as an apprentice at Kingston Springs Elementary. She's 8 classes away from getting her teacher's degree. And we are so excited. She will also have a minor in special education. She'll graduate in August from Austin P. Welcome, Taylor. Please come tell us about this program.
First off, I want to thank Dr. Beck for giving me the opportunity to come and speak to you about the Grow Your Own program. I was fortunate to be given this chance to apply to the program right after the challenging year of COVID. I was working at the time at Harpeth High School as a special education assistant. Both my husband and I were part of this program, and we grew up in this community. My daughter at the time was 3, and so I needed to get her in a daycare. And we had the employee daycare at Harpeth Middle School. So all 3 of my kids attend that daycare at the middle school, Tegan, Tilly, and Tucker. We are on this, the most rewarding aspect of this program is that I'm on the same schedule as my kids. Despite being a full-time employee and a full-time student, I still get to be present in all of their milestones, whether it's activities after school, bedtime routine. I do not have to miss to go to classes at National State. I can be there. The program has allowed me the opportunity to earn my degree in 3 years. The first 2 years of the program were spent at a local community college, like Dr. Beck said, where you earn your associate's degree in elementary education K-5, while you simultaneously work as an assistant in the county. Once you obtain your associate's degree, you move to the final year, which is spent at Austin Peay State University. During that year, you will complete 60 credit hours while gaining valuable on-the-job training as an apprentice teacher. The best part about the program is that you are paid as an employee, and those 60 credit hours that you spend tremendous hours on are fully funded. I am on year 3, and I have taken 120 credits, and I have paid a single penny. I haven't paid a single penny. So not only are you paid on the job, but you also get all your 120 credit hours paid for. I will be completing the program in August, graduating with a bachelor's degree in K-5 elementary education with a minor degree in special education. I will be applying for opening teaching positions as soon as they are available in the Cheatham County School District. I'm excited about the future and the opportunity to give back to the county that has invested so much in me through the Grow Grown program. I would like to thank Wendy Cox for being the go-to person for the first cohort of the Cheatham County Schools. It was very scary and very unknowing what was going to happen. So I would like to thank her for continuing to guide me through this program, and continuing for the end of the program as we complete this program. I would also like to thank Dr. Rector for employing me, because if he wouldn't have hired me at the beginning, I would have never been here. And then also, Dr. Beck, thank you again. I had wonderful mentor teachers. Jimmy Mitchell was one of them. He strived for me. He pushed for me to take this position. He told me that if I didn't do it, he would apply for me first. So he was the main reason that I started this program to begin with. So just thank you, Dr. Beck. Thank you, Wendy. Thank you, Stacy. You guys are amazing, and this program is amazing. It gives us so many opportunities that people like me who grew up in the school district just don't have the money to afford going back to college, and so this opportunity allowed me to give back to the school and come back and be a part of the program. So thank you guys. Thank you.
That is so inspiring and so helpful and so encouraging. As we stated earlier, Special Olympics Tennessee recognized our district as the first in the state to fully implement a Unified Champion Schools program. A real success story of our Unified program comes from Harpeth High School. They are recognized as on the national level as a national Unified Champion School. Harpeth received this honor as a result of meeting national standards of excellence in the areas of inclusion, advocacy, and respect. This morning we are very honored to hear from Madison Neely. She's a Harpeth senior who serves as the president of the Harpeth Unified Club. And we also have Harpeth High School Unified student Grace Phillips. Welcome, Madison and Grace.
Okay, good morning everybody. As Dr. Beck said, my name is Madison Neely. I am a senior at Harpeth High School, and this is Grace, and we are here to talk to you guys about our Unified Club. Our Unified Club purpose is to spread inclusion throughout our school and the community. It impacts schools, community school districts, and just people. Without inclusion, there will be less diversity and less awareness of those with disabilities. Inclusion is not just accepting those with disabilities, but opening opportunities for them on sports teams, traveling, and more importantly, friendships. Being in Unified, my ideas have definitely been challenged. I've learned that every person has something different to bring to the table, and I've seen the love that can be shared among a group of people that are seemingly so different.
Inclusion is important to me because I can be with my friends and do what I love. I am part of the basketball and volleyball team. That is my inclusion. My strengths are important to the team because of Unified. I get to do things I might not ever done as their friend. I also do stuff you should know how to be you.
So if you haven't ever been to a Unified event or a Special Olympics event, I definitely encourage you to go. The support and energy are unlike anything I've ever experienced until I went to one. Someone who may feel so discouraged or who has never experienced being cheered for suddenly has this huge crowd of supporters. And that's what inclusion is. Having a unified club in our high school is such a blessing. It's a tribe in our school. We stand up for anyone and everyone, people with disabilities and without. Inclusion is definitely about seeing what makes a person special, no matter what difference they have. And it creates an environment with positivity and support in our school, and it impacts every single person who walks down the halls in Harvard High School. Inclusion teaches us to accept people for who they are.
Inclusion has made me make new friends, helped me to get out of my comfort zone, and have learned to find my voice. I feel welcome in the school because I have people cheering me on.
So with all this talk about inclusion, it's amazing, but it only goes beyond words and put into actions. Support from adults allows us to spread and create a movement of inclusion. Without the support from Ms. Copeland, Mr. Jeffrey, Dr. Rector, Dr. Beck, Special Olympics, and the community, words becoming action would not be possible. Dr. Rector and Dr. Beck have been a really huge help with this. This school year, it's been a little bit rough. Our schedule with A&E has been different just because we haven't been able to see each club member every single day like we did last year. It makes the energy different. So Dr. Rector and Ms. Copeland helped us find a solution to this. And adults in the school watch us as we form ideas and step into action to make it happen. They promote leadership, growth, creativity, which allows inclusivity to grow throughout our school. If the adults didn't support us, then our inclusion model would not be as successful.
We are thankful for all adults whose success. We want to be here for Ms. Copeland, Dr. Rector, and Dr. Beck.
So we challenge you to embrace inclusion alongside us, to stand up and be there for all students and all people, to help those students find their voices and where they stand. Let's not just say we're unified on paper, but be unified. Help us to put unified into action, help us to form clubs in our schools, create whole school engagement, events and practices, and compete in unified sports. You can help us make all of this happen. We need you to support inclusion.
Thank you for helping us to become a unified district. We can't wait to see the amazing thing come out of the school year. One of the favorite quotes that Ms. Copeland always tells me, you find you, you find me, and not you will find histories.
Thank you.
Again, just another way in our our mission statement, we can create opportunities for students to become caring and respectful citizens who engage in a positive society. One of the highlights of our breakfast is to hear from our students, and we have some of the most amazing and talented students in our district, and this morning you're going to get to hear from 3 of our seniors. We're going to start with Mr. Logan Weekly of Cheatham County Central High School. You might recognize his last name. His great-grandfather Doris served as the county sheriff for many, many years. His grandfather Walter, who is here with us today, serves on the Cheatham County Commission. We are thrilled. Logan is on many of my committees for leadership, and I get to engage with this outstanding young man in multiple ways. Please give a warm round of applause to Logan Weekly.
Thank you for that introduction, Dr. Beck. Good morning. Like she said, my name is Logan Weekly. I'm a senior at Cheatham Central, and I've spent all 13 years of my academic career in our school system. I'd like to start today off by thanking Mr. Winnan and Dr. Beck for allowing me the opportunity to speak with you all this morning about the academic opportunities provided by the Cheatham County School District. And I hope I can refrain from embarrassing either of them too terribly bad. Throughout my 4 years at Cheatham High, I've had the opportunity to be taught by some phenomenal teachers, and they have really left an impression upon me. As such, I'd like to mention Ms. Rachel Stewart and Mr. Bradley Butler. Ms. Stewart is a math teacher at Cheatham, and she is helping me achieve an A in a calculus class I took this past semester through our dual enrollment program, which I'll touch on a little bit later. Mr. Locker is our chemistry teacher at the high school, and his lessons took what is usually a difficult subject and transformed it into an engaging, interesting classroom discussion. It is because of this class that I have decided to pursue a chemistry degree in college following my graduation. To get to the meat and potatoes though, our county offers several different programs that allow our students to progress and learn at their own pace. For instance, we offer the aforementioned dual enrollment classes and the advanced placement or AP courses for students who like to push themselves. We also have slower paced, year-long classes that encourage steady growth throughout the years for those who are more interested in learning about the arts or exploring our CTE programs. All in all, the support of our central office administrators and elected board members of Cheatham County, due to that, Cheatham County is able to afford their students amazing academic opportunities that encourage each individual student to learn about and explore their interests through a very diverse curriculum. Thank you.
Next, we have Easton Sewell of Harpeth High School. His father, Clark, is our ag teacher at Harpeth High School. Easton, come on down.
Well, good morning. As Kathy or Dr. Beck just as Dr. Beck just mentioned, my dad is the ag teacher at Harpeth High School. First off, I want to thank Dr. Beck and Dr. Rector for giving me this opportunity. So, like she said, my name is Easton Sewell. I'm a senior at Harpeth High School, and I actually have the ability to share with you a little bit about our ag program. Although I do kind of find it a little suspicious I was selected, being that my dad is the ag teacher. Our ag program at Harpeth has completely transformed over the past year and a half. We really lean on hands-on learning and understanding that literally everything can go back to agriculture, from the food we eat to the clothes that we wear. Like I said, we go through hands-on real-life learning with real-life world lessons, and I've seen that just through our greenhouse. Our greenhouse is one of the biggest profits for our program through our spring and fall plant sale. We also take an active role on our campus from landscaping. So we keep the flower beds up, we rock gardens, and actually this year we're partnering with our Harpeth High School baseball team to do the groundskeeping around the baseball facilities and everything like that. We also have established a community garden, which I think this is probably the thing that's humbled me the most about this my 4 years throughout the ag program, is that over the past season, we actually gave back over 500 pounds of local produce to our community, which was just incredible. We also have a mini farm, which blows my mind every single time I step outside of our school. I look out there and be like, wow, what new is here today? So we have chickens, we have quails, and right before Christmas break, we got a super nice barn, and we built a goat pen, and our goats are going to be here anytime soon. So I'm super excited about that. And in the coming year, I think we're also going to partner with the Cheatham County Beekeeper Association, getting beekeeping into our ag program so students can learn the ins and outs of beekeeping. And then my dad made me share this with y'all. Be looking forward to some Harpeth honey next year. Although in a few short months, I'll be headed off to Stanford University to further my academic career, I'm super excited to continue to see the growth through the ag program and just how it's affected me in my life and how it's really affecting our whole county. So thank you again for this opportunity, and thanks, Dad.
Our final student is Peyton Green of Sycamore High School. Peyton is a member of the school's choir and drama club, and she has auditioned for acceptance into Belmont University's music program. Peyton, come on down.
Alrighty, hi everybody. My name is Peyton Green, just like Dr. Beck said. I'm a senior at Sycamore High School, and I'm involved in, or I have been in, just about every single performing arts program that our school has to offer, that being the drama club, theater class, choir, and the dance team. Unfortunately not band, I'm not very good with instruments. But out of all of these, my biggest involvement has definitely been choir. I've been in choir for 7 years, including middle school, so I appreciate the middle school as well for giving us those opportunities. Let's see. I actually, this year as a senior, have gotten the pleasure to actually be the choir president for our class, so I get to represent our choir, and that is probably one of my biggest accomplishments of my high school career, so I do appreciate that. My teacher, Miss Mason, has been very comforting and just truly amazing throughout my entire high school career. Choir itself is actually about learning ways that music can be interpreted through singing. In choir, I've sang songs from all different genres. I've had many solos and duets, and I've even been a part of a small group that we call Lyric, where we sing the national anthem at different sporting events, and it's a really good time. I've loved all my opportunities. However, the biggest thing that I take from it is the actual learning process. Miss Mason, my teacher again, has done her best to teach our students how to actually read music, because for many students, going through choir is more of a call and response event, and we can't actually read music. So if you want to pursue that going into the actual career, reading music is a big thing. So I really do appreciate her for trying to teach us that. She's also taught us what actual choir music truly is. For many students at the school, they think that choir is just a bunch of people coming together and singing some songs, when really it's us coming together to create music, and it's many different voices coming together in harmonies and using dynamics to make a piece more dramatic and beautiful. And when it's done right, you can really feel what those kids are trying to say, and you can feel the beautifulness of just the piece throughout your whole body. It's amazing. While in choir, students will participate in many concerts. Our favorite is always the Christmas concert. We have a lovely time. In the spring, Miss Mason has currently gotten her students to go to a competition called Choral Fest, where we sing pieces that are judged and scored. Anyone who wants to sing can come to choir and will be worked with to improve. Choir is a place where you can be silly and serious. We have a great time. We talk about all things music, and we laugh together, we cry together. It's a good place. We're all there for each other, and any negative entities work through maturely. Nobody has any bad blood, so as Taylor Swift would say. Yes. One of my favorite pieces that we've sang is actually a Latin piece called Ubi Caritas. It was sang by the men's and advanced women's ensemble. Another one, again, is a Christmas tradition called God Rest You Merry Gentlemen, that's always sang by the men's ensemble. It's very beautiful. I personally have chosen to further my music education career and, like Dr. Beck said, go to Belmont to pursue a major in musical theater. I believe that my peers, I know a lot of peers that also want to pursue a career in music, and I think thanks to our school and our faculty members and our administrators, they really can. We all really can pursue anything that we put our minds to, including drama, like she said. I'm also in the drama club, and we put plays on together, and we take about like a whole semester to just practice, rehearse. We build our own sets, and we do a great job. Students also get the opportunity to do sound tech and lighting if they don't want to be an actual performer. So all of those opportunities are always there for any student who wants it. And especially in the music industry, as I'm sure Ms. Tristan knows since she sang up here and she did a fabulous job, failure is almost inevitable. So we encourage students to, if failure does happen, to not just give up, to know that they are still so worthy and so incredibly talented, and that they will find their place somewhere. So I really do appreciate everything that my school has offered and everything that this county has given us, and I appreciate you guys for listening tonight. Thank you so much. It's not tonight.
One last thing, I'm just going to go rogue here for just a minute. I'm sure Tim Atkins is probably going to have a heart attack. I would like to invite Stacy Brinkley to come up here and join me, please. Was not at our district breakfast last year. And Stacy was dealing with a very serious health issue. And over this past year, she has shown all of us what courage and an amazing positive attitude. She lifted us up, and she continued to be so dedicated to our district. She said, I need to come back to work. I want to come back to work. I get my energy from y'all. I just want to say we are all thrilled to have you here. You are my right arm. I love you dearly. And gosh, let's give her a warm welcome and stand. Last thing, we're going to pass out our wonderful annual report. So if you'll just get it real quick, I've got my amazing staff here ready to pass them out. Get yours, and then once they're passed out, we will dismiss. Thank you for an amazing day. We are so honored to spend some time with you celebrating the wonderful things that are happening in this district. I'm very honored to be a part of.